If you want your agency to grow, not only is the information valuable in what to do and to take back to your agency, but just the motivation that is brought to give the inspiration back.
I think overall it was very positive.
I had a doubt, driving 200 miles to get here, but it was well worth it. I think all agencies should do that.
I really enjoyed her seminar. I think it was outstanding, the materials, the way she focused on customer concerns.
I learned some very important points. One real good one was there's really no need to make cold calls.
The Lynn Thomas seminar, what a name, what a seminar, what an experience.
You see, there's a myth out there to treat all customers equally. I want to eradicate it, get rid of it. It's a myth. They don't want to be treated equally. We want to be treated individually. So I want you to be willing to do something uncomfortable every day because that's how you grow. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and I remember watching her walk. And she falls down in her diaper. Actually, they more, as I noticed, fall down on their head because it's the heaviest part of their body. But what do? They get up. And I always watch to see if there's any crawlers that come in the room. If one of us decided, I tried this thing called walking 3 times, I can't do it. I guess there's some walkers, some crawlers, I'm a crawler. But all of us learn. And we fell down a couple 100 times, maybe 1,000 times. As adults, where do we get this cockamamie notion that when we try something brand new that we've never done, that somehow we should be good at it? Now, some people say to me, Lynn, wait a second. The only surprise and delights our customers get are like negative. We don't do positive surprises and delights. I've been working with many agencies. I've worked with over 350 insurance companies and agencies over the 15 years I've been doing this. And there are a lot of agencies out there that have incorporated elements of surprise and delight that really create a compelling buying experience. It's really a 3-pronged process, 3 prongs. The first one is you have to attract your most profitable prospects in a way that wows and delights them. To retain your most profitable customers in a way that wows and delights them. And to win back your most former profitable customers in a way that wows and delights them. How many people consistently, as agents, do you go after former profitable customers? Is that part of what you do? And what it's come out to look like is that a 5-point scale, you have to get customers at a 4.7 to 5. A 4 doesn't do it. A 4.5 doesn't do it. It's 4.7. And magic happens at 4.7. What winds up happening is that they are not only more likely to stay with you, they become 6 times more likely to stay, 6 times more likely to cross-buy, and 6 times more likely to refer. That makes your job a heck of a lot easier. And I want you to sort of set a standard. I want you all to be masters. I want you to be terrific at what you do. I just don't want you to be good. And the difference between being good and great doesn't take much. It's just a little extra effort. How many people are familiar with a concept called the 2%ers? You see, 2% of people come to any conference or workshop and go back and do anything with it. Only 2%. 98% do same old, same old. So I want to set a standard here that everybody in this room is willing to take one idea. You pick the idea. I'll be throwing out 50 or 60 ideas. You pick the idea and you go back and implement it. Every month, with your employees who leave and your customers who leave, 2.6% of your gross revenue leaves the door every month. And I'm wondering why people aren't jumping up and down and saying, whoa, let's slam that back door. Let's slam that back door. I have a client of mine that's not an option for any customer to leave his agency. It's just not an option. And he's very creative in what he does to keep them. And it pays off. He says, by definition, you cannot be as effective selling to 5 different types of customers than 1 or 2 types of customers. So find your cookie cutters. Find the customers your agency are really good at selling. And you want to replicate and duplicate them. That's the business you're in. And tell your employees they matter. And talk to your friends and your neighbors and your family with pride what you do. I know most of you mumble under your breath what you do when you're asked. I'm in the insurance business. There's not a sense of pride. I can't be the only one going around the country and being proud of what you all do. You've got to speak up and have your employees speak up and get news in the newspaper. Because what it is you have to be and your staff have to be absolutely delightful every day. You have no other option but absolutely delightful every day. Your job and your employee's job is no matter what they say to the customer, it has to come out as a positive experience. It doesn't mean the customer gets what he or she wants, but it has to come out as a positive experience. You cannot afford the negative experiences. They come an hour and a half early every morning and they scrub the circular driveway. And I say, why? And they say, why not? We want it perfect. And these are very bright men. Andrew has written an article for the Harvard Business Review on how to give, exemplary customer service from a doorman's point of view. So you see, what I want each of you to do, and the people in your agencies, I want you to become a lot more like CJ and Andrew. I want you to start finding the preferences of your customers. The depth and the breadth of the relationship you have with your customer. The more you understand his or her needs, the more you can customize for them, the more you can answer the preferences. That's what's going to keep them with you for a long time. Now there's this subcategory, one of my agencies called the C's, which are whys. Why do we do business with them? Why do we do business with them? Those are the ones I do want you to fire. Just, I call them affectionately DFGs. They don't freaking get it. There's customers and employees who are like that. They don't freaking get it. They're not going to get it. The best thing to do is go find another agency where you don't have to get it, or what you want them to get, they don't have to understand another agency. Be careful of the words you use to define what you do. You are advisors. You are no different than attorneys and accountants. What makes you different? People don't understand the business. People understand more about doctors and dentists and attorneys and accountants than they do about your business, because the doctors explain things more to them. You look at Federal Express. Federal Express delivery rate, or their success rate, is 99.9 repeating. They're package sorters that sort 60 packages a minute, 1 a second, are tested every 3 months. And if they're not 100% accurate, they go back to training. Did you test your people? Where's your quality control? Customer retention is a choice. It's one choice. And only each of you can make it for yourselves. And that's 100% passionate commitment to keep your customers for life. Period, end of story. There's no longer any gray area. There's no longer an ability to just do something 99% of the time. You protect people's hopes and dreams and futures, so their children go to college. They'll have some money after retirement. That if some catastrophic event happens, their life doesn't come to a halt. That's what you're in the business of. Somewhere that's gotten lost. Somewhere what you really do has gotten lost. You're helping people protect their hopes and their dreams. I don't know too many things that are more important than that. It's the passionate commitment. You've got to want to keep your customers. You've got to want to keep your employees. And please, for everybody, do something different. Make sure you're that 2%er, because I'm rooting for all of you.